Hi, Kiwi. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Let's find out how nightmarish these seasides are. We'll start with Chapter 1, Forsaken Cities. Seaside. Okay, they want me to jump immediately. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, well, I see we're starting off pretty well already. I guess... Oh, okay, it wants me to dash, I think. Okay, I gotcha. Looks like they're using the remix music for this, which I respect. The remixes were pretty solid all around. I mean, Chapter 5 randomly bringing in the smooth jazz. Who could have seen that coming? Anyway, so as promised, I'm going to talk a little bit about Nier Automata here, and that is a game that I think I will eventually play on this channel. It is definitely one of my favorite games alongside Undertale. I played them effectively one after the other, and by played, I mean I didn't actually play Undertale, admittedly. I watched several Let's Plays, so I would like to think I got the full Undertale experience, save for the actual gameplay, which, honestly, I'm fine with. I think Undertale is such a solid and enjoyable narrative that even if I haven't played the game itself directly, I still very much enjoyed my experience with it, as however you feel about that, take it as you will. But it is a game that I can confidently recommend to anyone who wants lovable characters, a fun narrative, that sort of thing. It's a good game, and I did buy and have started Deltarune, but I haven't gotten through it yet. That's a game we wanted to experience together, and we got it around the time we were like really picking things up in grad school, so there just wasn't a good time to properly experience it, unfortunately. I digress. Definitely on the bucket list, and the bucket list will see things get done. Not everything, but certainly Deltarune is definitely on the docket for a guaranteed completion at some point or another. We beat Chapter 1, mind you. I just haven't touched Chapter 3, or Chapter 2. Maybe I wait until the final chapter comes out, and then I just play it all as a whole together. That's probably how we'll end up doing it eventually. But I digress. Alright, I'm gonna borrow my brain for a second, because this seems to be very timing-based. There we go. Okay. Glad I could do that on the first time after borrowing on the first try after borrowing my brain. Huh. This looks doable, right? Okay, I kind of see what you're going for here. Alright, and then I latch onto the one on the right. Gotcha. Glad I have enough time to get onto that ledge and regenerate my jump. Alright, here we go. Whee! Almost. Yeah, you don't need your dash after this one moment, or after that one moment, so you're good. Let's see what I get. Oh, a little too far to the left. Anyway, so the core memory of Nier Automata. I'll finish talking about Simone de Beauvoir first. So, like I was saying in the previous episode, you're in a town full of non-hostile robots after being told the entire game, and up until this point, experiencing only hostile robots. Let's not talk about the weird instance of the robots trying to have sex. Because they've already shown that they have some strange capacity for trying to replicate human interactions. But you come to this almost carnival effectively carnival setting in kind of a theme park looking area. It's definitely meant to have some degree of resemblance to like Disney World. The music here is phenomenal, mind you. Like, the music up until this point has been good, but I think the music that plays in the carnival city or the carnival town is one of the best songs of the entire game. The one that I immediately think of that trumps it, though, is what we're going to talk about next, Beauvoir's theme, a beautiful song. So, you've tracked down the signals, you've made it past the friendly and the hostile robots of this area, and you land in front of an opera stage. And you're getting the signals. They call them, they're black boxes because all the characters in this game are either robots, who are the enemy, or androids, who are the friends. And you're finding, and androids have black boxes that help you track down where they are, basically. And, darn it. And you enter this, you find this opera stage, and you're standing before it, the curtains are closed, and then the curtains open, because you know your allies should be somewhere nearby, you just don't see them. So, the curtains open, and you meet this giant robot whose clearly intended to look... she's wearing like a big... I don't know what they're called. The sort of dresses that you would see in like Victorian era, like the big Princess Peach dress. That's a good analogy. Dresses like Princess Peach, but maybe even wider at the base, or at the bottom rather. Pardon me. And she opens up. She like starts singing on the stage, and then lets out this earth-shattering screech as the music begins. And the music begins with just this like... It's hard to explain. Gosh, I can't even put it into words how to describe the song, but just this, the song when she's screaming builds up and just doesn't stop from there. It is this intense orchestral music, I guess, for lack of a better description, and it is powerful. It is a very powerful song, is how I would describe it. And it's hands down one of my favorite songs in the game. It may be, honestly, my favorite song in the game. I think it depends on my mood. If I'm in the mood for like something intense, that is the song. If I want something more relaxing, I think the theme of the city ruins theme, especially when it's got its more like, when it has the lyrics. There are like 2 versions of the song, I think, or maybe 3, but I like the one with the lyrics and like the heavier orchestral movements. I don't know how to properly describe what it is that makes it different from the other one, but I guess the instrumentals sound heavier is how I would describe it, or louder. I don't know. Either way, but oh man, that moment where Beauvoir is revealed, the music hits. It's such an awesome moment. It sticks with me, but I don't think I would call it a core memory. Just a moment in a video game that I really, really appreciated is how I would describe that one, probably. The real core memory I have of Nier Automata is a spoiler for its ending E, so I will forewarn anyone who hasn't experienced Nier Automata at this point. I mean, it came out in, what, 2018? It's been a good... Oh no. I don't want to say it out loud, but it's been a good 6 years since that game came out. I believe that's when it came out, at least. Either way. It was either like 2018 or 2017, I believe. It's definitely worth checking out. It may not be for everyone, as I say with any game recommendation, but to me, it is a game that means a lot. And so, again, spoilers for what we'll call effectively the true ending of the game. I almost had that. There we go. Alright, so at the end of ending E, basically everyone is dead. Pretty much everyone you have met and... Oh, okay, we're already at the end of the... Okay. I guess the seasides are shorter but more difficult challenges. I respect that. I think I see what I'm going for here. Okay. Anyway, so effectively, getting the true ending of the game pretty much involves every single character that you know and love dying. And even if you don't get the true ending, it kind of feels that way with Nier. Nier is not one to pull its punches about killing off characters you care about. I digress. What happens is you're taken to the credits screen after basically killing everyone except for one character, who also I think ends up dying. I'm drawing a blank briefly if A2 makes it out or not, but she kills 9S because he's going mad and has the weird virus that is taking over all the androids' minds. Oh, I could make that. Oh, I didn't trust myself. I didn't think I could make it. Anyway, so it seems like the game is ending on a tragic note. And so the credits roll, and you start hearing Weight of the World, which is, in its own right, a beautiful song. But not a beautiful song, if you understand what I mean. Since we just talked about a beautiful song, after all. I only have one dash here, yeah, okay. We're no longer on Chapter 8, and that makes sense. So, the Weight of the World starts playing, and it's a single singer singing the song. I believe it's still Emmy Evans, I forget. At least the English singer, I believe, is Emmy Evans, who sings a beautiful song as well. Her voice is amazing, and she's done some live concerts for Nier Automata, to my understanding, and I've never seen them, but I've seen recordings of them. She is an amazingly talented singer. But I do believe there are different singers for each of the languages that The Weight of the World is sung in. Regardless, so you start doing basically a shoot 'em up, which for some reason is part of Nier's gameplay anyway. But so you're doing a shoot 'em up, and the shoot 'em up gets progressively more difficult and you can only take 3 hits before dying during the credits. Thankfully, there is kind of a checkpoint system. After getting through a certain point of the credits, you don't lose progress, so you don't have to like keep seeing the credits over and over again. Where is the? Okay, I see. It's over there. So I have to dash upwards to evade that. Gotcha. You know, no, I don't want to waste my dash there. I understand. I'm gonna just. All right, mental reset. We're good. Anyway, so the song is playing. You're in a shoot 'em up with where you can take 3 hits before losing, and then you get to a checkpoint. The final checkpoint is a gargantuan task to accomplish without dying. It is very, very difficult, and I doubt even I imagine even some of the best shmup players would face themselves with some amount of difficulty to accomplish. And you keep dying and you keep dying over and over again, and it feels like you're not going to see the end of the credits. You're locked in this infinite loop of credits hell almost. And then something changes. You're offered help. You are offered help from effectively the save files of everyone else who's completed the game up until this point. And if you accept their help, then you... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have wasted my dash. Can I save this? I might be able to save this. I don't think I'm going to be able to save this. Come on. Yeah. All right. Okay. Still have a chance. I'm going to borrow my brain for a second. There we go. And now I have my dash for... I don't know what I hope to have happen there, but I messed up. Oh well. So... if you accept the help, suddenly you are surrounded by ally ships, or ally ships for the shoot 'em up, and they also add additional projectiles to your shots. I think I have to use the speedrun tech there, which is just rude to toss that in here. And on top of that, what was once a single singer singing The Weight of the World becomes almost a chorus. So you're surrounded by people who are helping you fight to get the ending that you desperately want to see. Oh, okay, I see what I need to do. Okay, I don't have to use the speedrun tech, thankfully. So I don't think I'm capable of doing that with this much precision platforming in the mix. But yeah, so you get a chorus of people singing The Weight of the World. You're surrounded by allies, and as you take damage, the allies that are helping you, their ships are destroyed, and it says like they're lost. But then it says someone else joins to help you. And it's just this moment where gameplay narrative music, like the lyrics of the song are all about how you're only one person trying to carry the weight of the world, and then suddenly you are met with the world itself helping you. It's such an amazing, like, I don't think I've ever seen a credit sequence that I have thought more about in my life. And with good reason. That credit sequence is more than a credit sequence. It's the way you get the true ending. It is your final true boss fight, which I couldn't have, like, how would you expect that? How could you expect that? Like, what other game has ever made the credit sequence both the final boss and have such a, like, narrative impact? None that I have experienced, at the very least. Okay. Oh no, that's rude. I see what... I imagine if I jump... Let's see if I jump without... No, I can't. I only have one dash, so yeah, I'll have to carry the momentum, but okay, if I do a short hop, it looks like I'm safe. There we go. Chapter 1 Seaside complete in under 15 minutes. It's a pretty, I guess it's short. These are short, but they're definitely difficult. Anyway, I digress. The, like, just, how many deaths? Let's see, how many deaths? 103. Okay, I guess let's start Chapter 2 Seaside since we're still in the middle of an episode. Alright, Chapter 2, the old site Seaside. Here we go. How are we going to use Galaxy Bubbles? Oh, dear. How? How do you do that without using a dash? Like, because you have to dash immediately exiting this, but then you can't get through this one. I think there's a mechanic here that I'm just not aware of. Wait, I remember. If I hold grab, yeah. Okay. I'm glad I figured that out in my previous playthrough on the B-side. Oh, hi Battlein, I forgot about you. Sorry. Anyway. Wait, I need my dash. I can't grab that one first. Gotcha. Alright, I see what I can do here. And that is reset. Anyway. The other thing I want to say about that, though, is something, I believe. Sorry, I needed my brain for a moment. Oh, we're okay. I was like, why isn't the screen transitioning? Let's see. Ooh, this is a tight squeeze. Oh, that looks... Oh, my... Why is this... Why... This room is ridiculous. You're supposed to do this all in one shot? Kiwi, we're going to be here a while. We are going to be here a while. Oh, this is going to take some figuring out. Oh boy. Anyway, well, while I refuse to use my brain to process information, let's, where was I talking? So, one last note on the weight of the world and the core memory of Nier Automata. It's not just all of that. I mean, it's a lot of that. But there's one more thing that really sets this ending credit scene apart to make it really live on in my memories as what it is. And that's the fact that at the end of everything, you finally get the ending you want. You see the happy ending. You get... The happy ending is able to, like, restore the data of the characters before they are lost so that they can continue living on. And what they do is they ask you one simple question. Having been saved by countless other people's save files, would you be willing to do the same? To sacrifice your save file to help one random person, someone you may not even like, just so that they can see the end of the game too. And I know in, I think it's either Drakengard or Nier, which are made by the same creator, Yoko Taro, it's not the first time that you have your save data deleted, except in that instance, I believe it's not optional. If you get the ending, your save data is just deleted regardless of your consent. Here they're giving you the option to save someone else. And, like, because of what you've seen, you know you're not actually saving them. You and many other people are sacrificing themselves to save them. It's not a guaranteed save, even. You're probably going to be sacrificed among a countless number of other names. But you are given the option to do so. And if you choose yes, every save file you have is deleted, not just the one that you're completing the game on. The game, as far as you have completed it, is effectively deleted from your computer. And after that, like after the experience I just had with the credits, to be given that choice, to have the happy ending that I wanted, and then to be given that choice, it's such an interesting direction choice. And I don't think any other game I've ever experienced has the balls to do that beyond something produced by Yoko Taro. Which, I mean, if you've seen Yoko Taro, you know he's a bit of an artiste, an arteur, what's the... I don't know the term. I'm blanking on the term. Artor, maybe? Or, I don't know, whatever. The point being, he is made different. Kiwi, I don't know what to do here. I'm just trying to buy time. Oh my goodness, this level is rough. I have to do all of this in one take. It's insane, but I digress. The Yoko Taro is... I can't say he's one of my favorite developers of all time, because really my experiences with his games are Nier Replicant, the remake, and Nier Automata, and I don't think that's enough of a sample size to really make any meaningful conclusions. And honestly, Nier Replicant, I wasn't as big a fan of. The gameplay just kind of got monotonous at times, especially because I played it on... If I hadn't played it on the higher difficulty, I think I would have enjoyed it more. But Nier Automata will go down as one of my favorite games of all times, unquestionably, because it does so many things that I just can't forget. What if I just go this way? Oh, I know what I need to do. I forgot already. What if I grab this? No, wait, why would... Never mind, I don't know what I need to do. Anyway, but yeah, the Weight of the World ending credits from Nier Automata, hands down one of my favorite moments of all time. Having all of the years of experience of gaming, there are a few moments that capture the feeling that I had in that moment. And I'm grateful for it, because, I mean, I want to experience games that make me feel things. And Nier Automata accomplished that and then some. Really unsure how you're supposed to handle that. Maybe I need to make sure that I don't use my dash until after I've passed that closer gem. Either way, this is going to take so many tries. Alright, let's see. So, I guess I can talk about Nier... Oh, you know what? I bet I need to go down this way. Oh, I'm dumb. I just need to go down there and dash. So, anyway. Oops. I guess, what else can I talk about with Nier Automata? Since I'm on a bit of a tangent about that, I may as well keep it going a little bit longer. I guess, in terms of songs that I both like and dislike, I know a lot of people love the Robot Village song, like, where all the pacifistic robots are. That song is very hit or miss for me. Like, I don't actually like the children singing sound to it, which is funny because I remember one of my favorite songs in Bravely Default is the Ball theme where children are singing it, but I think that's because of how creepy it is. Okay, yeah, that's what I have to do. Gotcha. I don't know. It's maybe it's the frequency, the frequency, the pitch of the singing. I'm not a fan of. Oh, I could have saved that if I had been able to latch onto that bubble. Anyway. But I have another memory that I'm not so proud of regarding Nier Automata, and specifically regarding that village. So there is a achievement, or rather an ending. So Nier Automata has an ending for every letter of the alphabet, pretty much. And in my original playthrough, I never saw all of them, but I got most of them. And one of them is if you just commit robot genocide in the robot village of pacifists. And I remember going on an achievement hunting kind of tirade for a while in Nier Automata. And my roommate was watching me play when I was in the village, and I decided to try and get that as soon as you enter the village. And when you first gain access to the village, your level is too low to really damage the village robots reliably. But I was, like, just actively shooting them, trying to get the achievement, like, to take them out. And there's... The problem with killing the pacifist robots is they're not... I mean, they're still pacifists even when you shoot them. They don't fight back. They just say, stop, stop, that hurts, please stop, things like that. And I'm, like, not even thinking about it. I'm not even thinking about it, and it's like a pretty long while of me just shooting them, having them beg me to stop. My roommate who stopped by to, like, watch what I was doing is just, like, he didn't say anything, he just chose to leave. And I think that says enough. Like, oh man, I wish I could have done that differently. Like, I would not have gone for that achievement, one, when I did, because I wasn't even able to get it. They took forever to kill, and I started feeling really bad by the time I realized what I was doing, and it's like, I didn't even think about it until it was happening. Like, in that that's one of those moments where I, like, compare Nier Automata to Undertale almost, because in that moment, I had the option to play the pacifistic option, and I didn't. And I genuinely feel worse off for having done that, which the only other game I think I've ever felt that way for was Undertale. Granted, again, I haven't actually played Undertale, I've experienced it, but like, I've seen so many people realize, wait a minute, I messed up. I wasn't supposed to kill her. And by her, I mean Toriel. And then when you save Scum and you undo your mistake and you figure out how to save her, Flowey calls you out for it because the game doesn't forget, and neither do you. And I don't know, like, I honestly regret the decision I made that day to go achievement hunting. Some achievements just aren't worth having. Like, with Undertale, I never want to see the genocide ending on my own playthrough. I saw the pacifist ending and I was happy with it. And I didn't want anything more because I got characters that I bonded with, for lack of a better way of saying it. Oh no, I did it again. I could have saved it. I could have saved it. I don't know, it's amazing what video games can do to make us feel and think and question what we know. Oh, wait, I realized just too late that I was supposed to grab onto the wall. But yeah, those are games that will live on in my memory for a very long time. I have to say, most games that I can herald as either my favorite or as games that have had an impact on me are games that have amazing soundtracks. And, I mean, Nier Automata I've already gushed about. Undertale soundtrack is another one that I could listen to on repeat many a time, and have many a time listened to on repeat, mind you. I think that's part of the reason why I like the Fire Emblem games, is they had really good soundtracks too, but, I mean, there are a few soundtracks that I can, like, laud as some of the best music video games have to offer beyond, like, in comparison to Nier Automata and Undertale, and they have very different soundscapes, of course. Xenoblade games are up there too, but I wouldn't necessarily consider them among my, like, top 10. They're definitely in my top 20, mind you. But I think I could argue Xenoblade 1 is probably top 10. The other two have things that just didn't mesh with me. As well, I mean, for me, the way I compare it is Xenoblade 1 has the best story, I would say, in my opinion. And again, this is entirely my opinion. Xenoblade 1 has the best story. Xenoblade 2 has the best characters, maybe? And that's a strong maybe. I think they're better than Xenoblade 1's characters, probably. But I do quite like Xenoblade 1's. I don't know, I did not like Rex in the earlier parts of the game. Rex is the main character. I definitely like Shulk more because he's this awkward, nerdy guy. Which, I wonder if I identified with him a little bit with that description. But I completely lost the train of thought where I was on for this. But I digress. The music from those games are phenomenal, and I definitely have a bias, and I have an easier time remembering things if their soundtrack does something to me. It's definitely an audio. I mean, we all know video games are an audio-visual medium, so it would stand to reason. Really, you can jump too high there? Oh gosh, I guess I have to enter the dream bubbles from lower. Anyway, video games are an audio-visual medium, but I definitely connect with them more when the soundtrack is on point. I mean, Cassette Beast really did that for me. Its music was amazing, and it got me so hyped and so motivated to play it at a given time. No, oh, that's so rude. That's so rude that they make it so you have to time it with that thing rising. I needed a moment to think, and they're gonna just do that? They're gonna pull the rug out from under me while I'm thinking? Oh, these devs are evil, Kiwi. These devs are so evil. Okay. Oh, I started too high, darn. You have to be low on that bubble to get the right angle. But that was the closest we were to finishing this challenge, I think. Granted, I didn't see what comes after you platform off of that thing, so hopefully that's the end and there's nothing else that could, like, last second ruin it for me. We will see. Do this. So as soon as I hit this, I have to go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoop. No! I hesitated for a second. Darn it! Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. Go, go, go! Yes! Okay, and did we do it? Did we do it? Come on. We did it, Kiwi! Chapter 2 Seaside complete in under 20 minutes. Wow. That was difficult. These devs don't hold back. I'm so afraid of what's going to happen in Chapter 3 and Chapter 4. Those chapters have notoriously caused me the greatest gripes for their B-sides. I can only imagine what's going to... Oh no, the core Kiwi, the core Seaside is going to be a nightmare. Well... with all that said, I'm sure there's going to be some footage I'm trimming out of this one, so I don't know how long this one will be. Alright, 129 deaths. Not too different from the Chapter 1, I guess. Anyway, so I'm either going to end the episode here, or if after trimming it I find that it's too short, I'll edit in one more. But with all that said, assuming this episode does end here, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. In the next one, my spiral into madness continues as we attempt the Chapter 3 Seaside. I love you, Kiwi. I'll see you in the next one.